Today, I'm gonna be merging my love for art and my love for eating, and I'm gonna be turning my favorite Trader Joe's foods into original characters. Honestly, this whole video is just an excuse for me to go to Trader Joe's and buy a bunch of things that I don't need. So I'm currently in the parking lot right now. I'm gonna go inside real quick and pick out a bunch of good stuff, and I'll come back and show you guys what I got. All right, y'all, we got the goods, and I'm gonna do a little haul of what I got. I only got 3 things because I'm only gonna do 3 characters. It could be a part 1, who knows? But anyways, we first have, what are these even called? Rolled corn tortilla chips, chili and lime flavored. These bust down. I always get them when I come to Trader Joe's. I don't really like spicy that much, but something about these, like, ooh, and I feel like they make a spicy, like, colorful characters. And then we have Hold the Cone ice cream cones. They're like little mini ice cream cones. They're so freaking good. I literally can eat a whole box of these in one sitting. Oh my God, I can't wait to eat these, actually. Also, you know, just classic packaging, Trader Joe's vibes. And then finally, we have mini shrimp bao. These are a new find of mine, but they are so good, and I feel like, again, they could be a cool character. So we got our free Trader Joe's items, and I'm gonna go home and figure out how to make them into people and maybe eat them. Let's go before this ice cream melts. All right, so I'm back home. It's actually nighttime now because I was busy, sorry. Anyways, so the first character we're gonna design is based off of the chili lime tortilla chips, which I already opened because they're just so good. Like, ASMR for real. Anyways, for the vibes, I'm definitely thinking the character is gonna be spicy, a little sassy, very edgy, I guess you could say, like sharp, because these are kind of sharp actually. Sharp lined, you know, you get the vibe. I need to put these away. We're gonna go on Procreate and we're gonna start drawing this character. So we already have the basic, very rough sketch, so you don't have to see me sit here in silence trying to think for 30 minutes about what I'm gonna draw. So we're gonna start on this very angular face. I want it to be very sharp. All of the edges need to be sharp because honestly, like, I stabbed my mouth a couple times eating these already, but they're just so good. Also, now that I think about it, this whole thing is kind of like loosely inspired by Casey the Golden. She's a YouTuber on here. I don't really watch her much anymore, but I was obsessed with her back in the day, like 2019, 2018, I think. Around that time, she was my favorite. I mean, she's still cool. I just haven't watched her stuff in a while, but she would always get these snack boxes and create like cool watercolor original characters out of the snacks that she would get. I don't know. It was so cool though. Shout out to you, girl. Hope you're doing well. Don't clock me on the hand. We're just gonna do a nice little shape. I do not have the energy or time to draw a real hand. Let me speed up this line art so we can get into the colors because that's what y'all are waiting for. I know. I really like how it's looking so far. I feel like it really does give rolled tortilla chip in the best way. It's honestly a hard shape to do anything with. Like, it's just a stick basically, but let me actually get one out so I can inspect the color. It's almost like orange. It really just looks like a Dorito, to be honest with you, but like maybe a little less red 40, organic red 40, however they make that. Let's get into it. So I'm gonna pick, I feel like right here. As you guys know by now, coloring in things is my favorite part because I can just turn off.
What was that?
It sounded like something exploded downstairs. Sorry, my bad. I don't know what my mom was doing. As I was saying, what was I saying? Shit, I don't remember. Oh yes, I was saying how my brain turns off when I like do the coloring portion, and it's just so therapeutic for me. Like, I can just sit back, not even pay attention to what I'm doing, and just color. That's the meaning of life. I can't get over her foot, or lack of foot. Like, it kind of looks funny, but also she's not quite human. Okay, we're eating this up. Now let's add the hair color. Let me get my bag again. Need to make sure I'm doing an accurate color. Oh, that was literally perfect, I think. Who else do you know with a neon green triangle shaped hairdo? Like, oh wait. I feel like someone out there has one. If you do, credits to you. I'll add you in the bio. Yeah, that's literally so freaking accurate. It will not show up on camera, but that color is perfect, basically. Wait, that's so fun. Okay. Literally every single time I eat one of these, it's like I get like jolted, like a jolt. What is in these? Actually, I don't want to read that. I'll be back. All right, y'all. So here is the finished drawing. I actually love how this turned out. But like, what do we name her? Like, are we really gonna name her rolled corn tortilla chip? You know what? We're gonna name her Limon. Limon. That's such a vibe. But anyways, let's get into our next character design. I can't wait because I really want to eat these. We have the little mini hold the cone ice cream cones. My favorite is this chocolate chip flavor, but they're honestly all good. Like, I could eat them all. This is what they look like. Oh, they're so tiny and cute. Like, oh my gosh. Let me just try. Let me taste test. I haven't had these in a while. Literally, I could eat this in one bite, but let me be proper. So here is what I'm thinking for the line art. This is like the base sketch, but I want the silhouette to mimic the cone shape. So I'm gonna start with the waist because it's just too tea. Like, oh my gosh. I don't know what she be doing, what she be eating, but her waist is tea. And in my head, I'm picturing her being like super, super tiny. Like she is literally like an elf. And she has one sharp little heel that she hops around on. Some of these characters are not practical. They're just for looks, okay? So don't think too much about how they get around, you know? You don't need to worry about that. Just worry about the vibes. And while I'm doing this line art, we need to talk about the Trader Joe's conspiracy theories because I want to know what y'all think. I heard someone say like Trader Joe's was created by aliens and they just like put whatever they thought people would like in the store. And low key, that adds up because who is coming up with these ideas? Who's coming up with these like flavor combinations? And I just feel like it popped out of nowhere, you know? I never really heard of Trader Joe's up until like 6 years ago. Maybe it just wasn't around my area, but it seems a little fishy. Like, where did this store come from? How is it like so trendy and why is it so trendy? Also, I thought it'd be funny to make her hands into like little tiny spoons. And I know you don't really use spoons to eat these. It fits the ice cream vibe, you know? And I just thought it was cute. And again, I'm just too lazy to draw real hands. So I'm doing everything in my power not to have to draw real hands. Sue me, you know, like I've done it enough in college. I don't need to be doing it for fun. All right, so now I'm getting into this texture. I'm trying to do like a waffle cone texture, but like it's like one of those things where it looks easy, but when you start getting into it, you're like, wait, why is this complicated? But I think I can do it. I don't know. I have this in like a cup of ice because I don't want it to melt in case I need to reference it, but like I want to eat it so bad. Like I'm not even kidding. I would buy 3 boxes of these at a time in college and probably eat them within 2 days. Y'all, I don't know. I might scrap this texture, but that's why I did it on a separate layer, which is a quick tip. If you're doing something and you're like not sure how it's going to turn out and like you might want to delete it rather than like just undoing everything, just do it on another layer so you can just delete the layer or turn off the layer. Like work smarter, not harder. Now I just erase the center lines. Ooh. Oh God. Give me a second. There we go. Wait, this looks actually really good. I'm getting really excited about this. I want to name her before I start the colors though. Ooh, what if we call her Minnie? Is that too basic? I'm not good with names, like seriously. Let's just do Minnie. But now we have to get into the colors. So waffle cone part, I think we're gonna do this like brown color, reddy brown. Ooh. Just dropped that into the water. So I think that color might be good, right? Ooh, that's a little dark. It's a little too dark. Maybe like this. We can always change it later. There's a mourning dove right outside of my window right now, and it is literally making me feel like I'm in like 2008 and I'm gonna cry. Like so off topic and random, but like I haven't heard one of those in so long. It's like close. For the skin, I think we're gonna do this white creamy color inside. I'm also trying to think of like this girl's personality. I feel like she's like one of those people who are like really intimidating until you get to know her, you know? Like she's hard on the outside and soft on the inside. Literally just made that up. I'm literally such a storytelling genius. Like, oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys remember the game Candyland, but like she's giving a character from that. I loved that game so much. Like actually, that was my favorite game growing up and my mom threw it away. Or gave it away or whatever. Still have beef with her over that, not gonna lie. Also, Trader Joe's, if you're watching this right now and you're like, damn, we should hire him, my email's in my bio. Just saying, you know? But honestly, why have I never seen an ad for Trader Joe's? Not that they need one, but like I've never even seen like an Instagram post, let alone like a TV ad, which I feel like also lends to the fact that it's ran by aliens. How did they get so popular without having any advertisement? Like something's wrong, something's fishy, I don't get it. Okay, I think we covered all the bases. So here is Miss Minnie. She is inspired by the Trader Joe's Hold the Cone mini ice cream cones. I think she's my favorite so far, honestly. She's such a cute little vibe. She reminds me of someone you'd find in like the Sugar Rush Wreck-It Ralph game. I don't know. Let's get on to our final Trader Joe's drawing, which is the shrimp bao buns. And before we get into the drawing, I'm gonna insert me trying them and eating them, but I have to do that downstairs, so 1 second. Okay, y'all, I cooked up some shrimp bao and we're gonna do a little taste test since I can't bring them up to my room. Well, I could, but like, I'm just gonna eat them now. So they smell really good, I will say. And it came with this little sauce. I didn't even read what kind of sauce it is, but it's like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like gingery a little bit and like duck sauce. I don't know. Let's try though. That's really good actually. There's like a hint of like orange or something. It's crispy, shrimpy, very fluffy and chewy. So I'll take notes on that so we can go back and draw something with those attributes or whatever. So as you guys saw, the actual food doesn't look exactly like the packaging, which, you know, it's okay. Like, I won't dig into Trader Joe's that much about it. Like, it's not that big of a deal. It still tasted really good, but I'm gonna stick with the packaging because I wanna utilize the carrots and the cucumbers. So here's our little guy. He's so fluffy and cute. He's gonna be made out of the bao bun. If you've never had bao buns, they're like very, very squishy and like fluffy and light. Unlike the other two, there are no sharp edges in this. It's all smooth, soft, and fluffy. If you're wondering why he's missing half his head, it's on purpose, I swear. Like, I didn't just forget to add the top of his head. I wanted to utilize the bao bun shape in some part of this, and I was like, you know what, let's just do it for the head. It makes sense, kinda. Like I said, he doesn't have to look like, you know, your average standard human. Like, he's not a human, he's a bao bun. But we have to think of a name for him as well. My first thought would just be to call him Bao, but like that's so not creative. We're gonna call him Bowie. I'm so not creative with names. Like, you know what? God forbid I ever have a kid, I'm gonna name him like Bob. But honestly, I did not expect to have as much fun doing this as I am. I feel like it's just such a different way of creating than I'm used to. Like, I'm very much used to, you know, just recreating people who already exist. And that's really fun and I love doing that. But this gives me a little bit more freedom to be creative. Let's get into the colors. We're gonna make his skin the like tan bao color. That's decent enough, I think. Maybe for the shirt, I'll do the green in the cucumber part. I don't know why I was literally expecting there to be like shaved cucumbers in the actual food. There wasn't. That's okay, but I was just like, oh, it's just a little owl pellet. Interesting. Okay, so for the pants, I think I'm gonna do this kind of like brownie color. And then maybe some of these lines can be like more orange or whatever. Yeah. Guys, I don't know. I went to my alma mater. I hate saying that. Like, I hate being an alumni, but I went to this year's senior show and I saw like all of my old professors and stuff. And literally one of them like was like, oh, so like, what are you doing now? I literally was like, oh, nothing. Like, what am I supposed to say? Go follow me on YouTube. They don't need to be seeing all that. Like, they do not need to see. I was so quiet in school. Like, they would gag, and not in a good way. Just kidding. So the hair is inspired by the little carrot shavings. So that's obviously gonna be bright orange. He's a ginger. I need to come up with like a backstory for him. So he is one of, how many were in the pack? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 8 in a box. So he's one of 8 in his family. He has 2 parents and then 6 siblings, or no, 5 siblings. But he is the oldest. So, you know, he's the trendsetter. He's the cool one. So here is Bowie in all his glory. He's so cute. So now let me put all the characters together so we can see them together. These are my Trader Joe's top items as characters. We love them all. I forget what I named her though. I really do not remember. But yeah, so let me know if you guys like this video. Comment down below your favorite thing at Trader Joe's because I want to expand my palette. So let me know what I should try next. But anyways, like, comment, subscribe. I have videos planned so y'all will not be bored, and stay tuned. Bye.